Well, for those that don't know, my name is Boogie from the Wood, Boogie Woods for short. Rapper, singer, artist, all the way around. Dayton, Ohio, 937.
I told you once, I told you twice, I told you way too many times that I'm the one, the chosen one. Sometimes it's hard to sleep at night, knowing that all the eyes on you don't want to see you thrive. They want to see you fall.
A lot of people don't give us our credit, but we the originators of funk music. So we have people like Zap, Ohio players. A lot of legends, a lot of goats came out of here. Music scene right now, like it's a good little buzz growing in the city on the music side. I've been keeping my ears to the ground and to the streets, but the music scene for sure growing. There's a little buzz to it, so it's pretty decent. Well, Dayton, if you ask anybody from Dayton, they probably gonna be like, I hate it here, but it's not that bad. It's just not too much going on for it, so it's pretty boring. So growing up in Dayton, you really gotta make your own fun, make your own events, make your own experiences, and that's all comes from who you surround yourself by, who you surrounded by, stuff like that. So Dayton really molds you depending on what part of Dayton you grew up with. I grew up in the Wood, Troutwood, west side of Dayton. So I grew up with a lot of good people. Got my boys, Chop, DP, my boy Suave, Day Luster, my sister Z. You feel me? Like, it is what you make it. You are your environment when you grow up around it, you know what I'm saying? A river runs like literally right through the middle of Dayton, so it's the west side and the east side. If you're on the east side, you're gonna see more people of the Caucasian persuasion. But if you're on the west side, you're gonna see more people of color. So that's where we reside at. It's a showboat city, low key. So people gonna pull out they cars with they 24s or their old schools, or you got the old heads, they gonna get their old Cadillacs, the Coupe de Villes, and they gonna drop them bad boys with some Daytons. Cruising around. It's a showboat city for real. Prior growing up where I grew up in a real small town on the west side. So everybody kind of know everybody, and like everything's kind of relatively close for real. So I could walk to the high school from my crib and back. But in between there was this little mom and pop spot called Broadway Cafe. And if you went to the high school, you knew about Broadway Cafe. You coming home, walking home from school, you'd be like, get you some chili cheese fries. Go get you a little soda can, get you some Pepsi or like some Coke out of a little vending machine. That's gonna be a little after school snack. So that's the best memory I got. For real. It's just that commute back and forth from school with your homies growing up. Be the same thing every day for real. A lot of people, they be listening to my stuff and they be hearing the words that I say. They be like, bro, what does that mean? Because I throw a lot of Dayton slang in there. Like, slang here in Dayton is way different from anywhere else. So you're gonna get a real taste of that Dayton talk when you listen to me. Personally, like writing and actually recording my songs, I've been doing that for like 11 years. I started at 11.
So when you start taking it serious?
I started taking it serious at 14. 14 is when I got a computer. I started recording myself at 14.
So what made you get into it?
Always being influenced by music, really being moved by it. I came from a musical family for real, so I knew it was always something I wanted to do, so taking it serious was just something that was inevitable, I feel like. On the influence side, it was all over the place because everybody in my family kind of different, so I'm listening to like Marvin Gaye and like Earth, Wind & Fire with my grandfather. Turn around, I'm listening to like Lecrae and Andy Mineo with my uncle. I'm with my aunt, I'm listening to like John Legend, and my mom, she a real earthy, down to earth type of person, so I'm listening to like Lauryn Hill with her. And my sister, she liked the hood stuff, so that's what I was getting that influence from. If I had to explain it to somebody who had never heard my music before, I really tell them like, I talk to my music. So you gonna get a little taste of, you feel me, of some like Chicago, Atlanta, West Coast inspired sounds interwoven in between it, but I'm talking that real inside of it. So if you actually want a story, you want to hear somebody talk about their life experiences, that's what you're gonna get from me. What makes me stand out is my love for the craft. Like I said, I'm not doing this for the clout. I'm not doing it for the fame or nothing like that. Like I'm doing this because I genuinely love music. So if you want somebody who's actually putting the time in to the craft because it's something that they love and that's something that somebody's just doing for a little 10 seconds of fame off of some TikTok person dancing to their songs, come listen to me. Come hear somebody talk about that real. My favorite project that I probably put out I'm gonna probably say Colors. Just because I really got to expand on my personal style, I really had to find myself. And then, favorite song, I'm gonna probably say Understand. That was off of that project. And I felt like I really got to introduce myself as a person. Like I got to mix my personal life and who I was as an artist together perfectly with that song. And I've been writing that ever since. Well, legacy-wise, shoot, I just want people to be like, I want them to recognize the hustle and the faith. Because since day one, I ain't never gave up, and it's gonna pay off. So I want that to be my legacy. That people talk about how, you feel me, a kid from the west side of Dayton, who nobody expected to do nothing, kept at it, kept his head down, was really grinding, made it to where he wanted to be. Just dropped my recent project, my recent single, The Warm Up. That's out everywhere right now. And then that's the last single that I was dropping before my next tape coming out. It's called No Losses, Just Lessons. So be on the lookout for that.